Yes? Hi, everyone. Please find your seats. Once you've found your seats, go ahead and just stand up for me and do some nice stretches. Alrighty. Once you've found your seat, go ahead, please stand up for me. Let's go ahead and dial in those side conversations. Okay. Let's go ahead and start when everyone's kind of in their seats and quiet, please. All right. Go ahead and find that center. Have your feet nice and shoulder width apart. That nice loose bounce in your knees. And then go ahead and let's let our head circle to one side. And then we'll drop it through to the other side. Go back and forth a couple times. And go ahead and let your head just hang to the left for a few breaths. And then drop it through to the right. And keeping those shoulders nice and straight and let your head hang down to the center. Okay. Go ahead and get a nice shake out. Roll your shoulders back. Feeling your shoulder blades slide down your spine. Starting small and then letting those circles get a little bit bigger. Okay, do a few more backwards and then go ahead and switch directions. Starting with some small little shoulder circles forward. And then go ahead and let those get a little bit bigger. Go ahead and find that place right here where your jaw meets your ear, meets the rest of your skull. Just do a few nice little circles with your fingers. Remind us to have a nice and relaxed jaw, opening up those vowels, opening up that space in our mouths. Okay. We're going to go ahead and breathe in for 4 counts. We're going to breathe out on 8 for 2 counts, or 8 on a sh sound. We'll do that twice. We'll breathe in for 4, out for 12, in for 4, out for 16. Here we go. Ready? And breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Before we go on to 12, making sure that when we're breathing out, that it's nice and even the whole time. I hear like some random accents happening, making sure just evenly support with the breath the whole time right from the beginning. In for 4, out for 12. We'll do this twice. Ready? And breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out for 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Breathe in 1, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. In for 1, 2, 3, 4, and out for as long as you can. Someone went really long. Every time it goes a little bit longer, which is great. Love it. Okay, take a nice deep breath in, and then a nice big sigh out on ooh. Okay, one more time. Big breath in, big sigh out. Good. Let's start in B flat major. Nice active hum. Buzz kind of up here in our nose, making our mask itch a little bit with that active Z sound. And that ah should be nice and tall. Think forward with the sound. Not like when your doctor is like, stick out your tongue and let me look in your mouth. And you go, ah, but like a nice, oh, nice, elegant, open ah. Here we go. C major again. Ready. Make that transition nice and quickly, and think of sending that sound forward as we open to ah. Here we go. Ready? even quality. Think about sending that sound forward, crescendo up, all the way to that top corner of the building, and watch me for getting off the tie at the top. I'll give you a nice cue so we're all together as we go back down. Here we go. Ready. Making sure that as we get to that pitch at the end, when we're going down, we keep our pitch nice and lifted, nice and supported from the diaphragm. Here we go. Great.
Okay, let's do number 43. So this is page 192. Page 192. Remember, sitting up with energy. This movement is the last one that we sing, and so we want to make sure that we approach it with precision as well as poise. Remember to take a breath in time, so you can hear cha-cha-cha-cha-cha-cha, the breath, and the. Okay, here we go. And So, over the course of this entire work, there are a few themes that we sort of focus on, right? Technical aspects. And so one of them is to create the sense of power and strength, you need to think about sustaining more.
Yeah.
So when you have and then but it doesn't have any body to the note. And then sha-ya-la. You need to have sustain through the notes. You can still have accent and energy, but when you have and then sha-ya-la, it sort of it has like holes in it. It's like Swiss cheese. It just doesn't have like. Well, I like Swiss cheese, but I mean, there's holes in the music that are a little bit disconcerting. The other thing is, you have to remember that you want to breathe with the character of the music you're going to sing. And then, so if you just go and then you don't have the preparation. It's like you don't have a solid ground of footing. Okay, let's try it. And shall your light break forth. So it's not that we just have light, and then shall your light, but that's not a sentence. And then shall your light break forth. And so can you put a crescendo in the third bar that you sing? Let's say starting from the second beat. And then shall your light break forth as the light of morning breaketh. And it's not morning breaketh, right? That's actually the last part of the sentence. Your light shall break forth like the morning light breaks, right? And so don't put too much of a break before breaketh. Otherwise it sounds like it's just like this random word that doesn't make sense in the middle of nowhere, right? One more time. And done. If we didn't sound so American pronunciation. As light break forth, as a light of morning breaketh. Use the words, the consonants, the R's, to have a little bit more presence. One more time. I'm not even getting, this is not even the picky part. This is the basic part. There are things like, and then, like we're not finishing the word and, right? And then, shall, you're not. Shall should have more consonant. What we're doing right now is just the basics. The basics are to breathe, come in on time, don't cut the note short, right? Let's just get some basic things down first. And your health shall speedily spring forth then. And then tenors. Don't close down on your first word to the consonants. So we get then, and you weren't singing anymore. You're just kind of phonating on a consonant. And the glory, not and the glory. Right? Just it's not a single note N, like single letter N. It's a word. And the glory of, and the glory. Okay? That's good. Let's do it one more time. And then. Can we do that? And then. Let's see if we can do it. And then. Right? 2 and then. And then shall your light break forth as the light of morning breaketh. Not bad. I feel like we're singing as light of morning, morning breaketh. And that's not what the goal is. The goal is just to have a consonant, not to make those words suddenly super loud. Because we have, and then shall your light break forth as the morning light of the morning breaketh, right? That's not what we're trying to do. We're just trying to have a word that's pronounced correctly instead of breaketh. It doesn't mean make it suddenly fortissimo, right? We're just trying to get pronunciation details in and not have to make it fortissimo to sing it. One more time. And then shall your light break forth as the light of morning breaketh, right? And yeah. So roll the R has pitch. Right? Breaketh. You're going to go breaketh. It has to be the same pitch. Breaketh. Right? Can you do that B flat major chord over there? Just go breaketh and down. Breaketh. Yeah, I still have breaketh is breaketh, the same pitch. Voice consonants have to be the same pitch as the note you're singing. Right? And down. That's it. That's all it is. It's a simple, in tune word that has all the letters that are in there, right? That's great. We're looking for basics. Beginning. So much more, but I still get and the glory, and the glory. Sing it instead of sort of rhythmically just hear and the glory. Right tenors, right there. 1, 2, 3. And the glory. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that sounds so beautiful. Sounds tender and sounds like the glory of the Lord, right? And the glory of the Lord, and the glory of. It sounds a little bit kind of cheesy, right? You want to make it lyrical and beautiful. Like starting from there, and everybody follow the tender's good example. Right? 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Sopranos. Basses. Accent. Altos. most important part. The most important part is your marking that you have on the last bar of page 192. Crescendo from piano to forte. None of us did it, okay? You have this huge crescendo from piano to forte. And it's supposed to be, look, we're ending. This is the last part, and the chorus is going to be the last people that sing. It's really important, okay? That was really great. Let's do the tenors. That was fantastic. Sopranos, fantastic. Basses, altos, all fantastic. And the glory of, okay? Then, let's do that, but crescendo as it leads us into the fugue, right? 1, 2, 3. Better? Beautiful. Basses. Altos. Crescendo. 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 And stop right here. Stop. Yeah, that's kind of an ending, right? Except for the altos. Everybody basically finishes a piece, right? And the altos say, oh, we're going to do a new piece. We're going to do a fugue. So you need to feel like you're going to that end. Sha-ha-ri-wa-you. Oh, there's more? Okay. You need to make sure that that feels like an ending. From the beginning of this. This is really, really important. This is the last thing we really do. We sing. This is the last thing we sing. One time in rehearsal, and then we're like, oh yeah, we did it. That's checked off. We never have to do it again. No, it's exactly the opposite. You did it great. Let's do it every single time, right? Right? Beginning. That's excellent. Now, this goes for every voice part. It just happens to be the altos are singing first. It's not Lord our Creator. Okay? It sounds like you're going to sing the word T-U-R-D. And I really don't want you to sing the word T-U-R-D. Okay? Lord our Creator. Or not okay? Lord our Creator, how excellent thy name is in all the nations. Adam, Pidam. See if you can crescendo towards the end, okay? Let's just hear the altos alone, right? 2 and da. Yeah, yeah, but with strength, right? Mit Kraft, right? And da. Yeah, good. Now, that was excellent. That was really great. A lot of good placement, good pitches and stuff. If it's a slight bit behind, it feels like it's sort of lackadaisical. And this is exactly the opposite. It should be on the forward part of the beat. It's exciting. You are leading literally everybody else. You are the standard bearer, you know. And so you need to be ta 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 dum bum bum ba da da da. Lead the charge. Ready? 1, alto, strong. Good. And then, so it's excellent, excellent thy name is in all the nation. Right? It's not that. All the nation. Because one of those words is more important than the other. It's not all the nation. That means a little bit impersonal. All the nations, Lord. Right? That's one last time, right? 2 and da. No, yeah. I need you to take a breath of time. I counted off specifically to make sure that even if you weren't looking up, you could breathe the time. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Nations, Lord, right? It's a new phrase. That's not the continuation. Nations, Lord, in all the nations, right? So, and make sure it's not nations. Don't close, like the tenor said, don't close off to that. Nations, right? Let's do the sopranos. Lord of Creator. 1, 2, and up. Good. That's excellent. Excellent, thy name is in all the what's a B? A D. All the nations. Make sure that it still has scintillating energy, exciting energy, right? Sopranos one more time. That doesn't make sense. Scintillating, sparkling. That's fine. All right, 2, and done. Good. Yeah. I think it's hard. I think you really need to think about making the crescendo. All the nations, right? You want to make sure that that crescendo is heard. Otherwise, it just sounds a little bit bored. Let's do basics. 1, 2, and done. Lord of Creator, how excellent thy name is in all the nations. That's excellent. That was great. That's really good. 1, 2. Just make sure you breathe so we enter it together. But that was really quick, right? 2, and done. Lord of Creator, how excellent thy name is in all the nations. Excellent. That's great. Let's do tenor line. Tenor line. 1, 2, and done. Lord our Creator, how excellent thy name is in all the nations, Good. Yeah, good. And then just for that continuation, because you actually have like a repeat of it. All the nations, in all the nations. Feel free to cut it off on the downbeat. All the nations, in all the nations. Okay? Everybody now, from the beginning. Can we do from the bottom of page 192? Tenor entrance. And the glory of the Lord. That's the wrong key, but. And the glory of the Lord. Oh, that's high. 1, 2, 3. Oh, wait. Yeah. Your tendency, you're starting to creep back. Here. And the glory. Really make it like sweet. All right? 2, 3. Better? Syllables, they're always what's that C sharp? Lord, our Creator, excellent thy. Whoa! should not be trying to sing name all the way up in a high A. That just makes it sound really crunched and a little bit not open. The sopranos right there. Right, two with pop line, 2 and up. Yeah, that's fantastic. That's fantastic, right? Because you get to prepare for it, you get to open up for it, have space to live. That's fantastic. Now, let's start from page 194, second system, second bar. Second system, second bar with an alto entrance, right? And then we're going to go on to tenors and basses, etc. Okay? I don't know where you enter soprano. Or you can start at the down, it's fine. Right? Ready? 1, 2, alto. Good. So the goal is to really clearly hear the alto entrance, really clearly hear the tenor entrance, and really clear the bass entrance. Okay? Trying for the second part of bar on page 194, second system, second bar. 2 and down. Good. Yeah. Let's try that again. Let's do it without the sopranos for now. Just without the sopranos at all right now. But the tenors, altos, basses, right? Not number. 1, 2, and down. Yeah. I hear it, it's just late. If you could be a little bit more on time, then we could ta, 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 ta. Right? 2, and down. Good. Remember, you can't wait for the sound to come to you. You have to generate the sound because it gets a little bit later when you don't have the main melody. We want to make sure that we really stand up. Okay? Sopranos, join us again. So we're going to start from 194, second system, second bar, where we've been starting, but this time all the voice parts for its parts with the sopranos. Okay? There's a place for us. 2 and down. Good. This is obviously one of the courses that we did sort of towards the end, obviously. But the more times we'll do it, the more comfortable it feels. Those are the things to work on. Just breathing in time, making sure that enunciation is correct. Well, you got pronunciation too. Enunciation is correct, and sort of getting the right character. Let's go backwards, page 183. 183. Now remember, the same thing. Towards the end of this grand oratorio, we tend to get very sort of noble. Like all the lessons have been learned. We are going to impart wisdom, and a sense of finality. So that sustain is really important. Okay? But the Lord from the north hath raised one. I'm sure that's a wrong note, but it's okay. Let's see. Oh no. Yeah. It doesn't start off pianissimo. He starts pianissimo. You're mezzo forte. That is not pianissimo. And presence. Good. This is actually a really, really important one. And so you need to make sure that the small notes don't disappear. But the Lord from the north hath raised one, raised one. Right? So don't let the small notes, those dotted notes, be an opportunity to still be present. Who from the bright, who from the rising. Really sing every note. Right? Begin. Mezzo forte presence. Beautiful. Now the letters. Good. From the right. Excellent. There's a perception that the forte you get to on who from the rising, just kind of stays there. But you should really do what the orchestra is doing, which is crescendo all the way to the end. So it's not, on his name shall come, but on his name shall come, right? You should be guiding us into, you should make the orchestra do the ya-da-dee-da-dee-da-dee-da. So can you continue that crescendo? Continue the crescendo. The second system, you should write in crescendo, remind yourself. And the last note is less of an accent and sort of like where you're going, right? That's great. Now, if you pronounce R-A-I-S-E-D as in R-A-I-S-I-D, it makes me think you're going to say the word raisin. North had raisin one, raised one, E-D. Add one. Okay. See if you can make it an E vowel instead of I. And. That's excellent. No, not too soft. Not too soft. Not too soft. Crescendo. Continue the crescendo. Tone, others, and Let's go back to the $1 Million Man section. 187. Second system. We shall build them back better, stronger. The spirit of wisdom, breath, and understanding, breath. The spirit of might, and of... Okay, that section. G sharp. The spirit of wisdom. 1, 2, 3. The spirit of wisdom. Yeah. So the same thing. Start the note on the note, not the spirit of wisdom. Really sounds like those old LPs, like when it got to the tempo. The spirit. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The spirit of wisdom. Good. The spirit of wisdom. A little bit more precision, right? Don't cut off the notes. Don't make them short, but make them precise. The spirit of wisdom. 1, 2, 3. The spirit of wisdom and understanding. The spirit of might. Excellent. And of counsel. The spirit of knowledge. And beautiful. Let's do 186. 186. Let's do 186, top of the page. On him the Spirit of God shall. Make sure there's a very big difference between the eighth note and the 16th note. 1, 2. On him the Spirit of God shall rest. On ta 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 ta. Right? One note is longer, one note is shorter. C sharp. Spaces and 1 and 2. On him the Spirit. Yeah, good. Yeah, this is what everybody did. This is what. On him the Spirit, right? On him the Spirit. Don't make the second note of the word him be only the consonant. You have to sing through the vowel. On him the Spirit, not on him the Spirit, right? And 1, 2. On him the Spirit. That's it. On him the Spirit. That's it. That's it. Good. I find it very, very hard to sing higher and higher when you cross the break like that. So you have to think about taking a really high step. That's excellent. That's really, really quite good. It's nice poetry, right? Behold my servant and mine elect, in whom my soul delighteth. Is very different than of whom I am proud. Is that the same words? Is there a religious scholar here? That's just very different meanings, right? You know, in the New Testament it says, "Behold my son, of whom I am most proud," right? And so in here, in the Old Testament it says, well, this is just translations. and mine elect whom my soul delighteth. Interesting. Okay. Behold my son of whom I am proud. Behold. Let's do some fire. 38. Big number 38. 173. The prophet of fire goes off in a comet of fire with fighty horses. Breathe in time and It's so great. It still needs to have a little bit more sense of like those radio shows when you didn't see anything. You had to tell the story just by your words and the sounds alone. You have to have a little bit more sort of storytelling quality to it. The articulations and the rhythms are fantastic. What I get is the same thing over again. Ta 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 ta. And did Elijah the prophet break forth like a fire? Right? It needs to have a little bit more the importance of the. You have to. If it feels like we don't know what words are important in the sentence, that's what I'm saying. Ready? Fire and did Elijah the prophet break forth like a fire? Articulation that the piano does, right? And more the Lord, right? Because it sounds a little bit the Lord, which is really exciting, but then doesn't have presence. And then the Lord has taken away to heaven, right? It should be very noble, right? Let's do basses. We're going to do, before your entrance, one full bar. So Paul and I are going to go chun ta ti ta 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 ta. And then the Lord, and fantastic. But the same thing goes for everybody else too. We got the basses. And then the Lord, and then the Lord, and then the Lord, and then the Lord. Shall take, right? Excellent basses, excellent basses. Everybody else do the same thing too, right? On your version. Same place, one full bar before you sing. And go. And the Lord would take it away from No, it's like the best part. You have an exclamation part. And you went, lo. Ooh, there's a chariot of fire in the sky. It's probably a comet and everybody thought the world was going to end, right? All right, let's do the Bible switch one thing. Lo, there came a fighting chariot. And 1, 2. Lo, good. There came a fighting chariot with fighting horses, and it went round and there came a fighting chariot breath. Sopranos. Good. Basses, let's go. Good, good. So your chorus leads into this very beautiful tenor line. We cannot turn the page or break that moment between the movements. I had you sitting at the beginning of 39, and I'm trying to debate whether it's going to be too distracting, that we should sit like a little further into it so it's not too much of a break. But that was really fantastic. To me, when you start getting to the fast part at low, it's like a good exercise in taking a breath on the beat. Low, there came a fight in the chariot, breath, fight in the horses, breath, and he went by a world, went to heaven, breath, and a fight in the chariot, breath. You have the same sort of breath, very quick breath, and it's really great. When you do a quick breath like that, the rhythm, the articulation, excitement, it's all there. It's really, really fantastic. So basses, remember that 176, write in whatever you want to, really long and sustained. It gets really fantastic nobility, presence. We didn't rehearse this, but you don't have to because it's really excellent. Remember, it's mighty kings, as noble and long as possible. So not mighty kings, but na da 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 da. You're all doing that really great. I have to commend you for saying the word, his words appeared, like burning torches. I didn't hear his words appeared, like burning torches. I didn't hear any of that. That was great. That was really great. Yeah. Yes, applaud yourself. Great. Okay. So those last three choruses, again, we'll continue to run them as part of the scene and everything. But it has a really sort of settled, sung, beautiful quality to it, a nobility, a length, a security, and it really comes across really nicely, okay? I think Sam is going to do 15, 16, 18 or something like that. Whatever you said, I don't know, 12, I don't know. What did you say in there?
Number 10.
You said 10? I think you said something like that.
We're going to do 15 first, and then 16, and then 10. If there's time. Which is on page
77.
Page 77. Here we go. Having the sound, the tone be nice and round, nice and lively, but the pitch being bright. So we just really need to think higher with the pitch. Let's start again from the beginning. Making sure we're sitting up nice and straight, that our backs are straight. We're at the edge of our benches.
Almost a half step flat. Don't exaggerate.
We're pretty flat. Yeah, so I just want to tune that first chord.
You know why that?
That's
one way. They're also not big.
So take a breath together. Start at the pitch. Don't scoop up to it. Here we go. 1 and 3. Tenors need to be just a little bit higher as well. Once again. Use the consonant to get to the vowel. Open more quickly to the vowel. Here we go. Ready. 1. Much better. Here we go. We'll go 10. Let's go on this time. Sorry. We'll continue now. Always thinking higher with the third.
So just a note that this is the hardest thing because you can't hear Paul now. You will never hear the orchestra. All we hear is, the orchestra's getting really far off. We're even further off from the orchestra. You'll just never hear, it's like soft strings. So we have to really believe that this is a cappella, like basically a cappella. And so you really have to do what Sam has been mentioning, to really feel like you're lifting the pitches all the time, really getting it. Even if it's a word that has an unaccented syllable, ka, sa, hi, ba, dan, you have to open up those vowels a little bit because this singing, ka, sa, hi, ba, dan, no, is causing us to go flat too, right? So to sing through all the notes.
The second system between the second and third measures, from the C to the B natural. Let's.
We stand up.
Stand up, we go. Sometimes when you do a cutoff, we don't know if it's
from the beginning. No text on new. From the beginning with the text. I don't know.
practice making sure we know it. The very first pitch again. On high.
What?
Just hold the first pitch. It's already flat, and needs to be much higher everywhere. Just because it's quiet, don't lose your score. A little bit higher from the tenors, a little bit higher from the altos. So remember the piano's attitude, and we're still way below the piano. Yeah, you really need to get this. You can't just knock it. Yeah, maybe a little higher, maybe a little more. It needs to be even higher than that. Like really, I want you to think of it as like right now your tone is a little gray. I need you to brighten the tone. Brighten the pitch, right? Don't make it sort of dark. Ombre. It needs to be like bright. Better, let's go on. Ready? Continue it. Start from the beginning. And done. Yeah, the basses came back up to this and they made everybody else sound flat, right? Right? Excellent E flat. Everybody else has a flat because of that. The sopranos, you have a G. You have a G that's the third of the chord. Unfortunately, this is weird. It's going to take a lot of work to get through this because it's really hard. Okay? So not that bad. We're getting better. That's much better. Now, we can't do that. It looks ludicrous doing it like this, like, it's like your ears, you know, like this. But you need to, that's a technique that you guys have to do, right? And then you can't be only the people that we look at will go up. I mean, like, one Peter might, you need 4 hands. Every single voice part, when you're going down, you can make those steps tiny. When you go up, you have to take huge steps up, right? Okay? Unfortunately, there's a lot of them. So it's gonna be quite hard. I really want you to focus on the fact that with singing, you really have to think about when you take a step up in acapella, that's a huge step up. The whole step half step, it's much higher than you think. When you take a step down, really try to make it as small as possible. When you sing the same note, you have to feel like you're going up in pitch, right? This is just the weirdness of how we support, how we make sure the pitch is there. You want to come back up from the beginning?
From the beginning. Once again. I'll add that I would encourage everyone to go back and listen to this on today's rehearsal video, because I think you'll be able to hear the intonation problems, because you'll be able to hear the piano better. So, number 16, from the Allegro con fuoco.
You want
Page 79.
Thank you.
Let's start this one more time. Let's make sure we're all ready, that we breathe together before our entrances.
What's it think that this president is doing every single time? You start on the wrong piece of credit. It's much lower than the first time. They're not the same. Okay?
Once again, page 79. on the top of page 84. Yeah, top. Yes. Yeah. Take all the puffins and ball, another one, still in two. Yeah. Page 84 once again.
Okay, let's do announcements and then break. Sorry, and a reminder, after break, we're working only on lift thine eyes. And so, for male tenors and basses, male basses, you're excused. We're only doing lift thine eyes after the break.
Hello, BCCO. Welcome. We have 4 announcements, and we're going to start with Kay with sectionals. And then we're going to go to something about BCCO history, and then Jan with publicity, and then we're going to talk about concert volunteering. Kay.
Thanks.
So, quick reminder about sectionals. They'll be in all parts the day after tomorrow, Wednesday, May 10th, at the North Bray Church on the Arlington, and Alessia will be leading. The sopranos and altos will be rehearsing Sunday, May the 14th, from 3 to 5 at the Piedmont Center of the Arts, and Sam will be conducting then. Yay! There's an error in chorus notes. The basses are rehearsing on Saturday, not Sunday. The chorus note says Sunday. Saturday, May the 13th, from 3 to 5, not 2 to 4, at Kids Home. And the bass section leaders will be leading that one. And so most of the information is in chorus notes except for the error about the basses. Thanks.
Thank you, Kay. Would you please welcome alto Eileen Flanagan. Eileen and others have been putting together a history about BCCO, and she'd like to tell you a little bit about that. Eileen.
Hi. As Julie said, and as you saw in chorus notes probably, a few of us have been putting together BCCO history. So this goes from 1966 through 2016 when we had the 50th anniversary. That's what the history is. And it's actually, a very interesting organization that we're a part of it with a very rich and very interesting history. And I was thinking today, Eugene Jones, who was the first conductor of BCCO, who really started BCCO, was born in 1925. So the organization spans almost a century by now. He was a World War II vet. He served in the South Pacific, and he was in the Navy. And he was a heavyweight champion boxer. He won a heavyweight, this is Eugene Jones. He settled in Oakland after the war, and then he was involved in the Berkeley Adult School and started a class that he thought initially was going to be a folk singing class for seniors. And then he describes it as a flash of light, that this could be something more than just a folk singing class. So his first class in 1966 had 4 participants. And the next year, they had 60 participants, and that's the first year that BCCO sang the Messiah. And that group under Eugene Jones used to sing the Messiah every year. So in any event, there's a lot of very interesting history that we've come up with. And the point now is, what will we do with it? Will these just be put in an archive, or will it become sort of a publication that maybe chorus members are interested in? So that's what I'd like to have a show of hands. if there was a history available, it might be 60 to 70 pages by now, how many people might be willing to buy it for about $25? Okay, great, thank you.
That's so exciting, and thanks for that little bit of history. Love that. Would you please welcome Jan? She's going to talk about concert publicity.
Hi, everyone. So I sent a second email because we need you to put the graphic in. Chris Carver, can you stand up? Chris does our graphics. He does a wonderful job. He has to reformat it, and the pixels and the shape, and anyway, I get it wrong, but she knows what she's doing. So these are also printed postcards, and they're in the back. The email is designed for you to just put in your contacts and sign it at the bottom and just send, so you don't have to copy and paste. And we hope that we'll have a full house. We have 3 performances, and it's going to be a smash hit. We have incredible soloists. You worked so hard. You sound so good. So let your friends and family know. The reservations are required. Of course, it's free, but they can sign up an event on BCCO.org via Eventbrite as of today. So thank you.
Thank you, Jan. So question, how many volunteers does it take to host a concert series? Any ideas? All of us. I heard somebody say all of us. I really like that response. Actually, it takes about 75 easily. 75 volunteers, that's many people in this room and many folks who you invite to come and help. I know lots of us are hoping to sing in most of the concerts. Even then, we need folks to help. So let me tell you what some of the opportunities are. Some of you have already signed up, thank you. Non-singers, if you're not singing, we need help with Eventbrite, that's audience check-in. All you do is sit at a table and check off someone's name. We're not checking backstage this time, though our audience will be wearing masks. There's a really interesting new job running super titles, and if you can work a Mac and are interested in running our super titles, we'd love to talk to you at the table in the back. We also need folks who are not singing to hand out programs. Both singers and non-singers can help as ushers, holding those red donation boxes, and actually post-concert hall cleanup is almost already full. We're very good at cleaning up. And anybody can help with setup and strike, and many of you have already signed up for that. Let's see, no refreshments this time. We'll be talking about that for maybe next time. We're not sure yet. And please come to the table and in the back if you have questions. I know some of you don't know when you're singing. That's okay. Just come and see what the options are so you know what to look forward to do. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the back. Let's break.
Okay, let's come back.
want to encourage people to come closer to me?
Okay, let's come back. We're back, and because we are fewer, especially for voice parts like the tenors, female tenors, come closer so we can hear. And then altos, this is a little funny. Altos, why don't we actually, do you mind moving over? We come sit a little bit closer. Okay, so let's read through this. You might have done this before. And this score is 139, page 139. Everybody, while we're doing that, everybody say, lift thine eyes, oh, lift thine eyes. Ready? And up. Lift thine eyes, oh, lift thine eyes. So no lift thine eyes, and not lift, but lift thine eyes, oh, lift thine eyes. Here you open fishes. And about ta, like a really good one before. Right? 2 sopranos, soprano 2, altos. All sopranos sing soprano 1. All altos sing soprano 2. All female tenors sing the alto. 1, 2, and up. So, page 140, second system, last bar, we slow down, and then we take a big breath before we come in. Breath. Lift thine eyes. Okay? So make sure that's the only real musical note that we have to do. When I rehearse this, I'm going to call out what voice part you are, not what voice part you sing. So if I say sopranos, that's really all the soprano one lines. All the sopranos sing the soprano one. Altos, I'll say altos, but I mean the people singing the soprano two line. And then tenors, there's no tenors written here, but you're obviously singing the alto line. Okay? Okay. Now, none of this will ever be piano. You should sing this as mezzo forte the entire time. And if it has to get louder, then you get to forte. Nothing will be piano ever. It should be really uplifting, light in tone, because there is no actual tenor and bass line. So we don't have to worry about really being delicate. It's already sort of written to be like that. Now, the same thing. When you have vowels, make sure you don't sort of glide into it. It's not slow speaking. Singing is hitting a vowel and keeping it. Lift thine eyes, oh, lift thine eyes to the mountain, not to the mountain. Mountain, whence cometh, whence cometh, whence cometh help. Thy help come, thy help come, thy help. Okay? Beginning. One, two, not too fast. Nothing about this is delicate, right? You're supposed to be an angel singing from the heavens, and you're supposed to be saving after, you're supposed to be soothing after he wants to give up, okay? Okay? To the mountain. Everybody say mountain. No. Mountain. Like your mountains in your mouth. Ready? Mountain. Not mountains. Not mountains. To the mountains. Mountains. You have to sing. Open up your jaws and sing, right? One more time. 1, 2, and now. Beautiful. Okay. Can you pound out the lower voice? Right? One more time. 2 and done. Same note. it in your part. That's why we told it there. Write it in your part, then we slow down and we take a breath. Write it in your part. Right? Now remember, sopranos, can you have a B? Right? Don't go sla. Sla, ha, ha, ha. Now, starting at the top system, last bar. Thy keeper will never. What do we say about repeated notes? I don't think you're getting up in pitch, because right now it sounds like going, thy keeper will never slow. It gets lower and lower. So when you have the same pitch, you have to think about getting higher, because it sounds like it's getting flat, right? Right? All right there? Pick up to the last bar of the top system, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Keeper, thy keeper, keeper. Cut out the R. We don't like R's. Unless it's grave. Thy keeper will never, not never. Right? 1. Sopranos come in first, then the altos and tenors come in later. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Much better pronunciation. It's very flat. 1, 2, 3. Now, that was the same pitch. You have to change and do something different. Okay? You are like, you move this much. If you go wildly that far sharp, I'll just tell you, it's a little bit sharp. I guarantee this next time you will not go sharp. You're going to get like up here and be like, oh my gosh, it's still not enough. Oh my gosh, it's still not enough. Oh my gosh, it's still not enough. And you will still never get to the on top of the pitch, right? Try to do something radically different. That's what rehearsal is for, is to make it see, that's how far we have to go, right? But instead of doing it like 9 steps that we normally have to do, try to do it like in 1 step, right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's great. Now that might sound like a radically different note to you, or like really, really high. That's what you have to do every single time. Like, that's how much we have to do. When we say that the chorus is flat for the a cappella section, it's because we have to do that every single time. And that's only the first note, right? You just have to make it sound higher as you go on. 1, 2, 3. Now, huge step. And turn to A. B for the beginning of that, and because you repeated a note, you got something flatter and flatter. It's the same thing. You really have to try to do something different. You have to change the way we sing. You can't expect the same thing. You can't expect difference when you sing the same way. Okay? Now, let's do that one time. Pick up to last bar of 140. So page 140, last bar of the top section. Right? 1, really high, and get higher as you repeat the note. 1, 2, 3. Yes, good. That's fantastic. That's it. That's really getting it. Now, altos and tenors, how come we didn't come in on time? Thy keeper will breath. Thy keep, right? They give you a really great rhythm. You have to breathe in time so you can come in on time. And they're working really hard on pitch. Don't mess up the pitch. Really take a breath and sing, right? 1 more time, beat. 1, 2, 3. No, don't get complacent. 1, 2, 3. 1 and 2. Good. And high. And high. And high. Beautiful. So the last word is not help. Okay? And I just hear, and then altos. You're the third of the chord. Please sing higher, right? Everybody sing the last chord. To and yeah, it's flat. It's the third of the chord. Please, in rehearsal, try to do something radically different. Even though the sopranos tried really, really hard to go super, super high, they're not even possibly sharp. Okay, it's not, we cannot normalize being flat. You cannot normalize being flat. If this is the pitch, all of our pitches are singing down here. We're not even up here. We're not even here, but we're not even like possibly wrong the other way. We're like here and you get a little bit higher and you're like, oh, I think we changed something. So you're like, not even close. Try in rehearsal to do something radically different. Nobody knows except for Paul, okay? And nobody's going to tell anybody. Right? Say the last chord. Last chord. And done. That's better. Please don't pronounce the L, okay? I hear help. Just help, right? Last chord, and I need a little bit higher from everybody, not just the altos. And done. It's like barely there. It's like barely. From the beginning, Paul's doing the first pitches, and then he's not going to play. Tenors, you have to be very careful when you sing and when you don't sing, because sometimes they come in before you sing, right? So you cannot sing and then just kind of find the pitch, right? Just be very careful by your rhythm. 2 and done. Yeah. Breathe in time so we can sing in time together, not ease into it. Lift thine, right? Good. And that's it. Good. And then open up. That's it, sopranos. Altos. Now, altolitos. Tenors. Good. Sopranos. That's it. Good notes. Yeah, that's really nice. Now, I think your conception of this piece is wrong. It's not a lyrical piece. It's not lift thine eyes, oh lift. It's more like it has a march-like quality to it. You have to understand that the piece that you just sang before is basically him giving up, right? And so it's not just you're sort of this haze of a chorus that's singing in the background. You're actually just trying to like get him up. Lift thine eyes, oh lift thine eyes. It's beautiful like that, but it's not the right sentiment. And as a result, it gets a little bit gluey. Right? One more time at the beginning. And you hear that? Our pitch is pretty good so far. That's really great. It takes energy and attention to yeah, and good. Sopranos, open up. Excellent. And then altos take over. And solo. And beautiful. And almost march-like. Good, that's great. Make ka. Now maker of not going to not understand it. They're going to completely understand it, but it's going to sound beautiful. Now, that's great. That's great. Continuing on. Now, tenors. You have the most important chord notes. Everybody else has the offbeats a little bit. Can you give us the pitches for them? See, we're pretty good. It's a tiny bit under, but it's much better. Okay, now remember. He has had. Every time you take a step down, you need to feel like you're really taking a tiny step down, even though the whole steps are half steps, right? 2 and T, 2 and da. Sorry. I wasn't clear. Everybody sing. Right? Even though you're the bottom note of everybody, that's still the third of the chord. Be careful of the F sharps, right? 2 and da. And. That's it. And. Now huge. That's up. Better. That's it. Turn out. And then everybody wait. And just wait. Now, the second half of this, we don't know the notes as well, so let's go back and do a little bit of those. So, starting from the third system. Now, altos. Lift thine eyes, oh, lift thine eyes. When you get to those repeated Ds, those should be like head voice. So they should be really light and a little bit high, okay? Everybody, third system, page 140. 1, 2, and go. Alright, the L needs to be less, it needs to be shorter. I get a very Russian L. Lift thine eyes. You know, O, like Ulrich. But it's lift thine, make it shorter, right? One time the pitches, sorry. 2, and down. That's it. And tenors. Don't be afraid to really try to get sharper than that. Okay, let's hear the tenor line only in the third system. Lift thine eyes, oh, lift thine eyes to the mountain. Wait. Okay? Just a tenor line. Only 2 and up. Lift thine eyes, oh, lift thine eyes to the climb. Breath. Good. Now that line, ta 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 ta. Okay, needs to be very strong. Everybody there, third system. Okay. All right, 1, 2, and up. Nice. Beautiful. And system, second bar, after the word help, tenors and altos need to make a really nice, strong entrance there. So bottom system, second bar, tenors and altos. After the word help, whence come. You know, make sure that entrance, because it's continuing on, okay? From the very beginning, a cappella, see what happens. Standing up, lift thyself. I remember, energize, change the tone before it is this really depressing and lethargic and tiring work. And then you say, and then the tenor comes and says, see now he sleepeth beneath a juniper tree in the wilderness. And there the angels of the Lord encamp around all of them and fear him. Nobody knows what's going to happen. And then you can try to lift him, right? 1, 2, and down. Beautiful. Tenors. Lift thine eyes, O God. Lift thine eyes, O lift thine eyes. It's the same pitch. To the mark. Lift thine eyes, O lift thine eyes. To the mark. We just need to hear that. Okay? Just one more time from the beginning, just a tiny bit, then we'll stop. Okay? 1, 2, and down. Breathe together so we can sing together. 2, and lift thine eyes, O lift thine eyes. Yeah. So just make sure you sing the same pitch, right? One time. 1, 2, and down. Sing mountains, please. And to the, not the. You sing by opening up your jaw, and we modify the vowels so we don't do it as we speak. When we speak, our jaw has this much range, right? And when we speak in everyday, we barely use our jaw. Okay, so you need to open up so we can get beautiful sound and tone. That will mean changing the way we pronounce words. That means we open it and we call it, it's a very specific term in singing, vowel modification. We modify the vowels that we do. It's not mountain, it's mountain. You don't say, hey, I'm going to the mountains, right? We would never say that, but in singing we do. Mountain. So you just think about in Marin, mountain, mountain. Okay? We're going to be singing about mountain and the wonderful cheeses there too. Right? To the, like T-H-I. Yep. To the mountain. Just say that. And now. To the mountain. Now, if you were to go around talking to somebody like, hey, where are you going to? I'm going to go to the mountain. They'll look at you crazy, but that's how you sing. It's a vowel modification so that we can sing beautifully with tone and not have to like force it. We just get really nice projection. Just so from the beginning, lift thine eyes, oh, lift thine eyes to the mountain. Right, 1, 2, and up. Lift thine eyes, oh, lift thine eyes. Here we go. Good. Now that sounds so gorgeous. That sounds so gorgeous. And out here, it just sounds like you're just singing normal words. But for you, with the vowel modification, we get technically a better tone, better intonation, and it still sounds like the words. It's great, okay? So that's the things that we have to work on. How much time? Let's do the entire thing. Let's do it with Paul. I want you to focus on making sure that the rhythms are very correct. This is especially hard for tenors because oftentimes you're not singing the same rhythms as the altos and sopranos. So just be aware. But focus on just singing like you've got novocaine and your mouth is just like, you're like, right? You're really singing like that. Your jaw is dropped, your tongue is dropped. Let's do it with Paul from the beginning to the end. 2 and up.